friends, welcome back to another unique learning system video. It is day 34 of school, and in the planner it has decided it's shape day. I have the unique learning system decide when it wants to schedule things, and then I'll move around some things like the writing journal, or I'll delete things that I don't particularly use or the students are doing on paper or not virtually. But in any case, the system has decided that today was shape day, and so I'm going to show you what I did with my students. It's 4:30 right now, so obviously the day is well over, but I'm just going to show you what I normally do when the shapes come up in the unique learning system. So this is what the teacher view looks like for me today, October 23rd. These number activities generally show up several times, and I can reset them for the students if I want, but we also use Connecting Math Concepts as a math curriculum, so I generally just have them do it once, and that's good enough. Unless I have students that are just randomly picking numbers, then I will reset it so that they have to do it. But most of the time, not all of these are being done in one day. They have several days to do it. This right here is just the lesson plan. Right here, lesson 24, all these shape things, aka shape day. So we've got the flat shapes, the solid shapes, and the shape puzzle. So whenever I see these three together, I know that it's unofficially shape day. Yay us. If you're newish to the unique learning system, this is what it looks like. My students do all of these virtually. Teacher lesson plan. So I have these printed out actually, and I'll show you that in a minute, just the students can reference them. And then they'll do zero. How many corners? They'll do this all by themselves. And so I have the flat one. And then I also have this printout of the solids. Same thing. They can look at this and say, how many faces does this have? Zero. Oh, I have to drag it. How many edges? And if a student doesn't know, I have this printed out, right? So they can look and be like, oh, it doesn't have any edges, or a cube has 12 edges. Well, I would say independently, but I have university students right now, so that they have someone sitting by them. But not all the time do I have someone that can directly help them. And then this, I mean, everyone does it virtually, but I also have a student that is like very high needs, nonverbal, hand-over-hand assistance. But I have this as a Velcro activity for him. So these are the three things that they actually did in math class today. A separate part of the day, we're using Connecting Math Concepts, which is an intensive intervention. And then I also have a various amount of things that we work on every day as well. I think I've talked about this in other videos. I'm just going to gloss over it now because sometimes the unique learning system doesn't have enough content in math, in my opinion, for me to just say that I taught math today. I want more. So I cover money every day. So I'll take out some coins. As I said, I have university students right now. So there's 2 bundles of everything. Penny, penny, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent, or nickel, nickel, thick and fat, worth 5 cents. I know that. We're naming the coins. We're counting the coins. We're working on making numbers with our number rack. We'll do like 5 minus 3. Get your answer. I have one working on just the 10 frame dots, and another that's working on the teen number dots. We also work on saying numbers and then building numbers using base 10. And then you can see here's a paper that we didn't get to that I was planning on getting to. So I do all of that during math time as well. But as I said, it's shape day. Here's what I do for shape day. Normally it's in this absolutely beautiful cabinet, but it's not because I was using it and I decided today I was going to make a little video for you all before I left. I'm just avoiding packing up the rest of my apartment. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. So I would say I only use this about once a month, but I have used it with other students that are not using the unique learning system and they're just struggling with shapes in their general education curriculum. And for us, that's bridges. So here's everything that I use. Not all in one day, obviously, but I'll just pick and choose so we're not doing the same things. I have this from Planning Playtime. If I can find links, I will try to include them. So I'll do this generally with my kindergarten students, or if I know like we're specifically struggling with naming like a pentagon, or like I need more cut paste shape sorting activities. But a lot of these, this activity right here is this. So like today I had a student taking, you know, this pizza and finding the circle and putting in the circle. They've got this doghouse, that's a square. Where's the square? And they're putting it in there. And so all of these are things that we might do. So like today we did this. handed these out. I have one that's sides and one that's vertices. So today we were just working on sides. So like how many sides does a heart have? Spoiler alert, 0. Build with the pattern blocks. This one's just a basic covering it up, building with popsicle sticks. And so as I said, today personally, we did this one and we did this one. This is not it. I have several decks in here because I don't want to repeat things. I really try to do a lot of hands-on things that kids can actually touch and manipulate and not necessarily just rely on what the computer is providing or even just like a plain old paper copy over here in ULS land. Especially for math, right? We want to physically add and subtract items, not just like rely on putting a fake little check over it. Because my students always have access to things. They can always come over here and grab some counters. And so today we also played a little Go Fish, and we had a big talk, right, about how these cards, yes, it says yellow on it and it says square in it. We're only playing Go Fish today with the shape. We're not talking colors, guys, because we know our colors. We're playing Go Fish with our shapes. Took us a couple tries to get that down. That it didn't matter that it was a yellow square. We just need a square. And so I'd say I pretty much try to do 3 things. Normally I'll do a little worksheet too. And so this is my master copies, and this is actually a packet I got at the Dollar Tree. That's just all about like shapes and patterns. The students today had music or they had recess, so we just didn't get to the worksheet, which is whatever. We'll do another one next month. I also have the physical objects too to show kids. And I'm very surprised that I haven't broken one yet. And then here's those copies I was talking about. So we can go over our definitions, and then here's what the students can use to reference when they're figuring out how many corners or edges that it's asking. And then I also have more little worksheets that are just divided into that specific shape. So like if we're really struggling with just rhombuses, everything about this is rhombuses. Or if we're really struggling with hexagons, everything here, well, yeah, hexagons. And I will try to find all of the shape resources that I use and link them down below because they're all mixed up just depending on what category or where I think it fits best. You can see I have some color stuff in here too, but primarily it's my shapes, and I want to make a bin for colors. I just don't have enough materials to justify that space. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. And last little thing that I mentioned, so just keep this over here. So this is all of the shape puzzles that we've done. So this would be my year 2 of doing ULS. So I have all of last year's, and then I have this year's so far. ULS is supposed to be like a 3-year repeating cycle, so hopefully I'll have enough room, and then in a year and a half we'll be back to what I was doing before. Can only hope. So yeah, soft stays, rough roams. And by no means am I saying that you need to like rush out and have specific activities for every single ULS lesson. I just like to add more. And this is my 7th year teaching special education. This is my 2nd year teaching ULS. And this is my 5th year teaching at least 2 out of the 3 of these students that do the alternative curriculum. So I'm very familiar with their needs are and just like their academics as a whole. So if anything, just go slow. Be kind to yourself and add things as you're ready and as you have time. Like, don't rush into that teacher burnout land. Okay, thanks for watching this little video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.